Tuesday, my friends and families. So I struggle with how I wanted to do this. So I believe that when faced with challenges that are beyond simple math, things that you just have to add up correctly, when you're faced with life challenges that there's no way to know how they're going to go, there's no way to know how it's going to end, you just have to do your best and let what's going to happen, then it's important to remember, what do you believe? Now, I believe in a lot of things, but I believe that we are a life force as a species, and that we are grains of dust in the asteroids, and that many of us will live our entire lives without ever waking up. I have been struggling these last few days, just trying to get through the day and find myself the way that I would like to. So for me, I've had to really double down on what it is exactly that I believe that makes me not want to give up. And for me, I think I found that really having faith in the sense of, you know that you don't know the outcome, but you know what amount of work you're going to put in, really is the best you can do sometimes. It's important to remember that even in our darkest days, in our darkest moments, that your system, your code, for me it's my life code, the way that I choose to live my life, will be your guide in those dark moments. And you really must lean into it sometimes, because sometimes you can't see the floor. Of course, what I mean by that isn't necessarily literally, but in the metaphysical sense, it becomes so dark that you can't see down anymore. You can really become isolated, and in this environment, it's easy to get lost in that terrible darkness of isolation. We're all connected through these computers and through these phones and through these apps, and we're all so desperately disconnected at the same time. So it's easy to feel overwhelmed by all of that. But it's worth remembering, and it's worth noting, that you are not alone, and there are a village of people who want you to succeed. There are strangers on the internet who you've never met who are pulling for you every single day. There are people who put you in their prayers, even if you don't believe in their God. That's a powerful unity that we have. We just kind of have to remember that it's there. Sometimes I think that when it gets really dark, it's easy to forget what it's like when it's light. I have been actively writing down my long-term goals 3 times a day on a timer, give or take, and reminding myself of the excitement from when I started this journey, in an effort to remember what the light looks like, so that as I trudge my way through the dark, I never lose sight of where I'm going. And I think that we all face that challenge. And I think that if you can remember your goals, remember and know your beliefs, whatever they may be, and you can keep trudging, I think that you'll be fine. I know that I'll be fine, but I think that you'll be fine too. I hope whoever it is that needed to hear this today heard it and has chosen not to give up, because you shouldn't give up. There's nothing but darkness and failure for giving up. So it's important that you keep trudging along, even if you've lost your faith, because by God, one step at a time, you will get there. So for me, this has been a deeply personal event, and just a moment to kind of reflect on who I am and where I am. Go out and go for a walk. I know it sounds weird. Go to a park, go for a walk. Walk for 2 miles listening to an audiobook. It helps. Sometimes we just gotta get unstuck in our own head. That's what I recommend you do. Go outside and walk. It's free. Give people 6 feet so that if they get paranoid, you don't have to upset them. Take your kids or your dog. Hell, take yourself. Go out and get to know yourself. You're probably better than you think you are. I love you all. I hope that you guys have a fantastic Tuesday and that you find some inspiration in all this mess. We will get through this. You are stronger than you have ever believed. I'm with you.